So this is Tiananmen Square. You've got the Forbidden City just beyond the buses, and on the western side is the Great Hall of the People. Now, this is all a top tourist attraction here in Beijing, but normally a foreign journalist like me isn't allowed to set foot here without special permission, or during a big political event like what's been happening this week with the National People's Congress. We've got the accreditation. Let's go inside. It's called the Two Sessions, or Lianghui. Thousands of delegates come from across China to get the Communist Party's blueprint for the year. But the meetings are closely watched around the world for clues or signals about where China might be heading, especially now with the economy losing steam.
And it's the biggest meeting in China.
What is the important issue for you?
Women's rights.
Security for these meetings is tight.
This is the first part of the security check.
A barcode on my pass is scanned. Every vehicle is inspected inside and out by police and sniffer dogs. Going into the Great Hall, there's facial recognition and airport-style security. Through the door and beyond the curtain is where Xi Jinping and top Communist Party officials deliver what they call work reports. It's an assortment of plans and targets for the coming year. Let's be honest, there are no surprises that come out of these political events, which are predetermined and largely ceremonial. But for the outside world, for policymakers, business leaders, investors, they do offer a glimpse into what the Communist Party is thinking. In the famous auditorium, pomp, pageantry, and symbolism, from the big red star on the ceiling to the officials on parade. Even the tea service involves choreography. What happens down there and where people sit can reveal a lot about power dynamics within the party. This year, we noticed a lot more space on either side of Xi Jinping compared to other people on the stage and compared to where his chair was positioned in past years, putting him very much on his own at center stage. Yao Ming, the former NBA star, got his own row. At 7'6", it seems he needed the legroom. One of the bigger headlines is what won't happen. They announced earlier this week they're scrapping the annual Premier's news conference. And it was a shock because it's one of the few opportunities that journalists have to put questions to one of the highest ranking officials, though the events are highly choreographed. But also for people across China to hear the country's #2 speaking openly about the state's affairs. The decision isn't going over very well, but a lot of the comments have been censored on social media because it takes an already opaque political system and makes it more of a black box and ends a decades-old tradition. We still needed a PCR test before attending, but unlike past years, there were few masks around and far more diplomats. China wants to send a message that it's back to normal, that it's open to the world, with one man.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.